Yo, what is going on, guys? Vortec Gaming here, and welcome to episode number 8 of Life at Wetherby Road. And it's been a while, man. It's been a few weeks, I think. And I don't really have a good excuse for that. I've just been lazy. I've been, doing some other stuff. You might have seen my Football Manager blog going now. Yeah, that's cool. I'll put that in the description because, why not? Another reason, this is true, another reason that I haven't really uploaded is because I was trying to sort out the playoff final that I recorded, and for some reason it's gone all corrupt and I can't upload it. So, we'll just have to show you. I mean, you can see from this, a lot of the same teams. We didn't win. We lost, I think, was it 3-1 or 2-1? 2-1, I think. Yeah, we lost 2-1 at Boston. And throughout the whole thing, I was kind of saying, if we beat Boston, we have to go play a Conference South team. Not anymore. That's not how it works, apparently. It used to work like that, but apparently it doesn't work like that anymore. As you can see, we had 2 injuries, but in all fairness, Boston were probably the better side. We didn't really start playing until kind of last 20 minutes. So, in my opinion, they completely deserved the win. They just thrashed us in the first half and start the second half. Today's video, then, it's not going to be this. I'm going to do this video, and then I'm going to record the next video. This is just going to be like a pre-season review type thing. Probably not going to last long. We'll go through the pre-season because it's been a pretty good pre-season. Now, I have just realised that I played them all at home. I meant to set them up as away games, but oh well, what can you do? So we went to Bradford Park Avenue and we won 3-1. In fact, no, we should probably go through the signings first. I think we should go through the signings first, because that will make more sense, because then when you see new names on the signing list, you're not thinking, huh, what? Okay, so first out was Matt Bloomer. I really like Matt Bloomer. I think he's a good player. He just didn't want to stay with us. I wonder if we can get him back now. No. Okay. So, yeah, Matt Bloomer went out. I really liked him. Really good defender. And, he started playing for us a bit more towards the end of last season. I mean, if we look at his history, he did only play like 8 games for us. But a 6.99 rating, that was pretty high for last season for us. And as you can see, he actually played for some reason, he was still contracted to us this season. But then he left. I don't know what. I think that's just I don't know. So next out was Jake Spate, and obviously you guys remember that I really wanted to keep Jake Spate. Really didn't want to lose him, and I have the feeling that if we'd have gone up, we might have been able to keep him. But yeah, that was just unfortunate. Really good striker. He was our second top scorer last season, and yeah, really disappointed to lose him. If we look at his history and we look at his average rating, 7.4, 24 goals in 35 games, just absolute player, really good. So yeah, it was a huge loss of him. Next one was Leigh Franks, again another fairly good defender, another defender that I didn't want to lose. He's now at Altrincham, and we look at his history again. 7.15. He did only play 3 games for us. I will, kind of say that, but he started playing for us towards the end of the season, and I mean 1 goal in 3 games and an average rating of 7.15. He probably should have been in the team for longer, really. Luke Dean was the next one out. I don't really remember his name, so that's not a big loss for me. Shane Killock, the next one. Really liked Shane Killock. I thought he was an excellent centre-back. And he played pretty much, for about half a season for us. A 6.9 average rating, 2 goals, 3 assists, man of the match. Very good player. As you see, pretty good in the kind of areas you need him to be. Um, in fact, he's very good in the areas you need him to be, especially his mentality. Apart from his positioning, he's very good as a centre back. He's. I really wish we'd have been able to keep him, but he's on £525 a week now. He is injured though. He's out for 3 months with a torn hamstring, so Next one, Dominic Rogers. Don't really know. I can't remember his name, so yeah, him going to Frickley really doesn't bother me. Peter Crook, the next one again. He was our backup centre back. He actually ended up playing most of the playoff final. He played quite well actually. He did let in 2 goals, but he was our backup. That was like his 2nd game of the season or something. In fact, no. Oh, it was his 4th game of the season. But yeah, I liked Peter Crook. I thought he was really good. Well, he wasn't really good, but he was a good backup. But yeah, he's now on £325 a week at, I want to say, Premier Conference Macclesfield. Yeah, so he's gone up a division. Oh, fair enough. Next out then was unfortunately our best player, Nicky Featherstone. You're probably looking at them stats going, best player? What are you on about? What are you on about, mate? He was a very solid player. As you can see, he's very well rounded in pretty much all areas of his game. He's pretty fast as well. He's just a very good player, like a very well-rounded player, and he's gone to League One Bury. So I think Bury are in League One, yeah. So he's gone to League One Bury. So yeah, he was a little bit too good for us. If he's going to teams that are in League One, very good player. It says his best kind of position is ball-winning midfielder. I was playing him as a deep line forward for most of the season. Deep line forward, deep line playmaker. Wasn't playing him as a deep line forward. Definitely not. He's pretty good in there. I'd say he's very good in there actually. I don't think we'll ever get a player like him again. Who's that well rounded. Anyway, so the ins then. First one, Eugen Bopp. Fairly well rounded. He's probably not got the best technicals in the world, but he's pretty good. I don't remember him being an attacking midfielder. I thought he was like a centre midfield, defensive midfielder, but there you go. Obviously not with that tackling and that heading and that marking. So yeah, he'll probably be playing central midfielder because I don't really use an attacking midfielder at this team. So yeah, that's Eugen Bopp. Next one, left back Mike Williams. He's pretty good, man. His tackling's good. He's not as quick as I'd have hoped, but you can't have everything, can you? His crossing's pretty decent as well, and his heading. So we could play him in centre back if we need to. He's got good strength and pretty decent jumping. So yeah, he's not bad. Where did he come from? Altrincham. So yeah, not the best average rating at Altrincham, but then he was in the league above. Maybe a step down could be good for him. Next one, Elliot Wright. Oh god, I can't speak today. What's going on? Elliot Wright, Arsenal youngster. We got him pretty much as soon as he was released, and I actually used that new feature. The one where you can talk to a player and try and convince them to speak to you, like enter contract talks. I actually used that and it actually worked. So yeah, Elliot Wright, centre back. Good marking and tackling. Heading could do with a bit of improvement. But his mentals aren't very good actually. But apart from that, he's pretty good. He's not bad at all. So pretty happy with that one. Oliver Roberts is the next player. Centre mid. Kind of hoping he can fill in for Featherstone, but as you can see, he's nowhere near as well rounded. Pretty good physicals. His natural fitness is pretty much like top notch. He's got decent flair, which I'm playing him as a playmaker, so I don't know if that makes a difference, but yeah, don't know why I did that. But yeah, Oliver Roberts. Where did we get him from? Stoke. So we've got a couple of youth kind of release players, and hopefully they can do a job for us this season. Next one, Luke Pilling. Again, released from... Why is he in the under-21s? Development? Moved to senior squad. So yeah, Luke Pilling, brought him in from Tranmere Rovers, so not quite high up, but probably better than the other players we brought in, to be honest. His physicals aren't the best, or his mentals really, but he's got good bravery and good decision making. That's good for a goalkeeper, I would say anyway. Yeah. Anticipation's only 2 though. That's not great. His first touch is 1. Brilliant. But yeah, he's a pretty good signing, really. I mean, I reckon he could challenge Leif Franks in goal. Is it Leif Franks? No, it's not Leif Franks, is it? Ashley Barnes or something. I reckon he could challenge Phil Barnes. I reckon he could challenge Barnes for the number 1 jersey. Next one, Kelvin Douglas, centre mid. I tried strengthening up on that kind of central mid area because we really didn't have anything in there last season. We had like 3 players who could play there. So that was pretty important for me to kind of strengthen up. And especially with Featherstone leaving, it meant we only had 2 central midfielders. So the fact that we've got 4 or 5 new central midfielders, including Lenihan and Nowakowski from the last season, means we've got a fair few central mids. Yeah, where did Douglas come from? He came from Stoke as well, so we've got 2 players from Stoke. Yeah, he's not bad. I mean, his passing and first touch are excellent for this level of football. They're really good. You can see there, his technique and long shots aren't bad. His composure could be better, but yeah, his decisions are pretty good, and which is probably one of the most important things for a playmaker, kind of like deciding where to pass it and shit like that. So that's him. Next one, Jake Watkins, another young player, centre forward this time from Cardiff. I thought we needed a striker, especially with Jake Speight leaving. Jake Watkins, very good player, good finishing, good first touch, good dribbling, pretty much an excellent poacher for this kind of level of football. His mentals aren't quite spot on for a poacher. So his anticipation and concentration are down, but he's fast. He's determined, kind of. But yeah, he could be pretty good for us. He is unfortunately out with a twisted ankle, so yeah, that's that. Next signing is Michael Rankin. Honestly, the main reason I signed him is because he's an ex-York player. But I think I can get the best out of him, man. He's a target man. We use a target man. You can see 13 heading, kind of 14 jumping, 15 strength. I reckon he could be a great player for us, man. With kind of James Walshaw kind of playing off him. I think he could be a very good player for us. So, yeah. I think he's actually a decent signing. Next one, Chris Doig, another ex-York City player. But I didn't actually sign him because he's an ex-York City player. I just think he's pretty good as a central defender. Yeah, he is pretty damn good. He could be quicker. I think we're going to have to play a deep defensive line this season with McGurk and Doig at the back. He is also my assistant manager, Chris Doig, because that's the only way I could get him into the club, and I really like him, so I sacked my assistant, sorry mate, and brought in Chris Doig. I don't think he's the worst kind of assistant manager in the world either. He's pretty good, actually. He's not bad at all. So, yeah, kind of cut down on the cost of having an assistant manager and brought in a player and an assistant manager at the same time. And he's a very good player. He really is for this level. So, yeah, pretty impressed with that. Right, Mark Newsham. Yeah, this was an accident. I opened it up, the save up today because I haven't played it in a few days. I haven't played it in a couple of weeks. And yeah, I kind of opened the save up and I saw Mark Newsham. I was like, oh, there's a kid that got us loads of goals last season. And then I saw James Walshaw and I was like, no, he's not. Why have I signed Mark Newsham? And when I was looking through the players that have been released. I obviously thought I must have been playing my Boston save again, because I saw Mark Newsham and I was like, oh no, I've accidentally released him. And yeah, I didn't, because he played for Boston. But look at the average rating. So maybe I've made a very good mistake. Probably an advanced forward, I'd say. He's not great in any areas, but he's pretty good. I mean, he could play poacher. He could play kind of... I'd be tempted to say he could make a decent effort at like a complete forward. If only his long shots were better. If only his long shots were better, he would be a pretty damn good complete forward. I might try playing him in complete forward. He doesn't have the best attributes in the world, but he's fairly well rounded. So, yeah, maybe that was a good accidental signing. Next one, last signing of the season, Brad Beatson. He comes from Stockport. Oh no, Sheffield Wednesday, sorry. And he's pretty good. His jumping and strength aren't great, but his heading, marking and tackling are pretty good. So yeah, he's in. His mentals aren't excellent, but he's only 18, so they'll improve over time. And yeah, unfortunately his physicals probably won't change, but he's a very fast centre-back. So, and he could also do as a job at left-back. Unfortunately his crossing's not excellent, not great. In fact, it's only one, so his crossing's terrible. But that's the signings. So let's have a look at the pre-season fixtures then. So new signing Kelvin Douglas got off to a pretty good start in pre-season, scoring a double against Bradford Park Avenue. Sorry, I got something like stuck on my... Anyway, Kelvin Douglas got off to a good start. He got a double in his first game. Unfortunately, we scored for Bradford as well, Maynell in the 92nd minute. So yeah, but that was a good win. We didn't really dominate like I thought we would. But then Bradford Park Avenue are in our division, or did they get relegated? Oh, they got relegated. But they were in our division last season, so I wouldn't expect the teams to be that dissimilar. But yeah, basically we won because we took our chances and they didn't. So next game was against Gainsborough, and this one was crazy. 8-3. Yeah, Gainsborough also in our division, I think. No, they got relegated as well. So we played two of the relegated teams from last season. And yeah, McGurk got one, Walshaw got one, Worsfold, Callum Hassan got a brace, Louis Swain, Jake Watkins, Kelvin Douglas. So you can see a few new names getting on that score sheet. Linton Carcash got a hat trick. He looks absolutely terrible. His finishing is between 1 and 5. That pace though, that pace. So yeah, he got a hat trick against us, which is embarrassing. But yeah, it was a pretty good win. Unfortunately, we could only draw 2-2 against local rivals Harrogate Railway. James Walshaw and David Douglas with the goals, two of last season's players. And yeah, we were pretty much, I wouldn't say in control, but we had more shots. They actually had more shots on target than us, so if anyone deserved to win, it would have been them. But yeah, 2-2 draw. You know, it's pre-season. It's about getting your fitness up. We then went away to Knaresborough. Been to Knaresborough, lovely place. And yeah, Walshaw got a double. Rankin got his first goal for the club, but Jake Watkins got injured. The new striker. I want to say striker. Here's the new striker. So yeah, unfortunately he got injured. He's going to be out for about 3 weeks into the season. So that was unfortunate. But last game of the season was against Tadcaster. Been there as well. Lovely place. Home of John Smith's Brewery. Yeah. James Walshaw with a double. Ashley Worsfold, with the other. And Josh Fraser. My mate actually plays for, or he used to play for Tadcaster. I wonder if he plays for Tadcaster. Probably not, because they're probably all regens. That's a good point. They are all regens. Oh well. Anyway, we beat them 3-1, so it's pretty good. Pretty good pre-season. The Harrogate draw, I'm not really happy with, but apart from that, four wins out of 5, I would say is a successful pre-season. We haven't quite done what pre-season should. We're not exactly fit. If we take a look at the squad and we look at the condition, you can see there's a few players that are still below 80, below 90, and it's match day. So yeah, not great. But I mean, you look at Chris Doig's match fitness, and it's 48%. Dave McGurk's match fitness, 64%. So hopefully we don't pick up too many injuries at the start of the season. As you can see, we do have a few already. I think we've got 4, yeah. So that includes our best right back, our best winger, and 2 of our strikers. Oh no, we've got 5, sorry, because Oliver Roberts is injured as well. So yeah, I'm going to be sticking with the 4-4-2. I think it served us well last season. And I mean, our best team at the moment would be that. Eugene Bopp can play right midfield. Okay. See, I think I'd play Worsfold in right midfield, I think. Or maybe not with that crossing. What's Bopp's crossing? Oh, it's 8. So yeah, Eugene Bopp, pretty good all-rounder in that midfield, apart from defensive. Yeah, Mark Newsham, that was a huge mistake. But what I would play is Rankin in target man with Walshaw playing off him. Because Walshaw got, was it 34 goals last season? Oh, he got 26 in competitive games. So, he really is a good player, James Walshaw. So I kind of want to keep him in there because I think he can produce the goods. Reece Maynell, he's pretty good. He's pretty well rounded. He can play there. So yeah, that would be that. I would have to put a tired centre mid on the bench, I think, because I am not all confident in having 3 defenders. Chris Doig, get on there. Get on there, Chris Doig. We managed to keep Josh Sampson as well. I forgot about that. We managed to keep Josh Sampson from last season on loan from Preston, our parent club. Unfortunately, nobody else from Preston wants to join. So yeah. If we quickly look through competition expectations, you'll see we have to reach the playoff again. So technically, we could do worse than last season. The board are saying so. We could reach the semi-final rather than the final. But yeah, FA Cup reached the first round. I'm pretty confident. Can't speak. I'm pretty confident we can do that. I mean, we reached it last season. We got knocked out to, I think it was Port Vale. So yeah, pretty confident we can do that. And the FA Carlsberg Trophy, we have to reach the second round. We only got to the first round last season, I think. Gateshead knocked us out in the first round, so yeah. That was after we went 2-0 up, and I was like, yeah, we got this, and we ended up losing 3-2, which is typical Football Manager. I don't know what else to show you. Finances, I don't really want to look. We're 81 in the black at the moment, or the white as this would have it. But we're predicted to be nearly 400,000 in the red at the end of the season, which is brilliant. Just what you want in it. Oh look, in November last season we were at 149,000. How times change. Yeah, that's it. Next episode will be next Monday at whenever I can be bothered to upload it next Monday. Whenever I decide to crawl out of bed. So yeah, it'll be against Gloucester. It'll be the opening game of the season. I might do less live comms this season. Maybe just a couple of live comms and a mid-season review. So yeah, that's that.
yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys. If you liked the video, then please leave a like and let us know what you think of the video. What are your predictions for this season? Do you think we'll do better or worse than last year? I think we finished 4th, I want to say, last season. I can't remember. I honestly can't remember where we finished last season. I think we finished 4th. I can't remember. Because there was like... I don't know. Oh, we finished 5th. So will we do better or worse than 5th, people? Let us know in the comment section. And yeah, that is it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next episode. Peace.